Okay, Pastor, I don't really understand totally about astral projection. Is it that the person operates through the aid of a familiar spirit that gives them the ability to go to, go wherever they want to go?
So the question was astral projection. When you, is it the ability to go somewhere with the aid of a demon? What astral projection is an outer body experience where your body would be laying somewhere, and then you leave your body and you go to this certain place. Well, it could be a familiar spirit, but most likely just a demon. That they will jump on a demon, would escort them on ley lines and civil courts of witchcraft because they travel on lines. And then they will go on these lines, and then they will go wherever they go. Usually, witches will use ley line and civil courts, and they will use it to go torment Christians, or they would go to do sinful things with other people. I know a gentleman that was married. He didn't like his wife, but he couldn't afford to get caught out there with adultery. So what he would do is he would leave his body and go out and have affairs with other women that were doing the exact same thing. And the wife would look over, oh, honey, just sleeping really good. Little did she know. Absolutely, yeah. And so, but then he would come back to his body and boom. He used to tell me this story. But, there's just a lot of, but, it's witchcraft. It is all witchcraft. You know what I mean? And it opens a door spiritually for other stuff to come into you. So I always say, don't do it. Amen? Yeah. Your soul travels. A soul travels. Your soul leaves your body. It leaves your body. Your body is not traveling. Your soul is body. And then the demons will take them to wherever they are going. So witches do them all the time, and witches have gotten some really sophisticated witches that have really been doing witchcraft. They've gotten really good at it. Now I've literally the Lord has opened my eyes to see them, and I see them in the spirit realm sometimes, and I can see them astral projecting. And the thing about it, even though their soul is leaving the body, I actually seen them with their bodies. I can't understand. I'm just telling you what I saw. I don't know how that works, but I literally have seen them, a demon next to them, and I've seen them, and they will go, and they usually come with other people, especially when they're trying to attack. But they don't like to go to Christians' homes that you can see them because then the cover's blown. It's a supernatural thing, so the natural mind's not going to understand it. It's witchcraft, is evil. Yeah, soul to soul. Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
I used to have a friend that was doing astral traveling, and back then I did not know. I knew it was kind of demonic, but I didn't understand what it was. He told me he used to go to Morehouse College, and he said he would go to the principal's office, copied every test that he said there was only one drawer I could not open. It always stuck with me. Once I knew what astral traveling was, I called him to warn him, to give him, this is demonic. But he would go places. He even told me, why don't you go to Victory Church and go stare at the water? He would go underwater. This was a real person that he was really respected, went to Morehouse. He has his master's degree. He was trying to run a church. So it is real.
It gets really dark. I have seen people walk, they disappear. I have seen this with my own eyes. They just walk, you see them, and then you don't. And then they'll show up somewhere you least expect. I talked with some guys I used to work with at this particular company, and they were Haitians. And they were telling me back in Haiti, some of those voodoo parishioners, they literally fly. The whole body would just fly in the air. So it gets really, really dark. So nothing surprised me when it comes to witchcraft. Don't try to understand it.
America Got Talent, the first prize most of the time went to a magician. Have you all watched that? And recently I saw a guy, he was in the stage, and suddenly he vanished, and a dinosaur appeared there. And I've seen this in other Nigerian films that they are doing it in Nigeria, but this actually happened on the stage in front of millions of people.
I'm not familiar with dinosaurs showing up, but you know what? It's possible. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know everything. That one I can tell you I don't know.
There's a document, I guess more of a documentary approach to it on YouTube about a guy named General Butt Naked. I don't know if you've heard about him. But the Liberian government, and I don't want to put the government on. What I want to say is that during certain of their wars in Liberia, this particular group, and in the Ivory Coast, this particular group were literally stripped down naked. And they didn't believe that bullets could hit them. They were impervious to being shot, anything else, and that they would appear someplace, fight, kill, and then disappear and be in another part of the country, fight, do whatever they're doing, and this was real witchcraft, real voodoo, real everything. And the gentleman, General Butt Naked, you can look it up on YouTube, he tells a story of how he was actually converted into Christ. That's how more of this information about what he was doing came out. So there are phenomena that is real, and I'm glad I'm getting a chance to say this because I caution anyone who's trying to go into witchcraft, seek religions that they don't know anything about, whether it's Hindu or African religions under voodoo or any other places, because there's a lot to that side of it that you don't know, and you're attracting things to your life that you just don't want. Amen.
So I would say to anyone that is considering doing astral projection or any type of witchcraft, do not do it. Do not get involved. Do not open those doors, because once you open those doors, it's very difficult to close them. Amen.